through the atmosphere. Breeze will make a let's go.
I'm sitting here weightless, light years from the basic. Up by the moon, spaceship parked in the matrix. Time shifting, facelift, watching how the fate was trapped in the atmosphere. No atlas to lift the sphere, then I woke. Falling through the atmosphere. Yeah.
Falling through the atmosphere. Falling through the atmosphere.
She didn't understand the mental. The visual was blurry. I'm leaning, I'm seeing central. Perception, distance is growing. I'm cosmic curry. Don't worry, the vision is blurry. The jury is out on the flurry. The sin and act, it's like you don't know me no more. The vibe is for sure pure, like the bond between Blanc and the fainting Shakur. That's matriarch energy. I'm bleeding out empathy. You screaming, you don't like it. Well, the pressure is a gift. I'm in the zone now. Watch how the tectonic plate shift. Truth teller, no capping. Keep the record there. Look in my eyes. I'm the captain. The message is clear. I'm alone in this vacuum. Whoa, hard cold as the air, trapped in the atmosphere, anywhere. I'm sitting here weightless, light years from the basic. Up by the moon, spaceship parked in the matrix. Time shifting, facelift, watching how the fate was trapped in the atmosphere. No atlas to lift the sphere, then I woke.
Falling through the atmosphere.
Thinking I could break stones, tectonic to make it home. Took a little bit of that just to leave the world alone. I fell in the zone, barbaric strength like Conan. Keep the snakes from the kids or whoever you bone. The theology is deep, but don't kill me, makes me stronger. The fall is eternal, felt the days getting longer. Couldn't tell the AM from the PM, the sun from the moon. Praying to the most high, get me out the tomb. Longevity, hoping I might hit the turf. Football, Jesus touchdown in the light. I'm in the clutch now, survive the rush now. Let's kick the atmosphere, the dust is settled now. I hear my seed screaming, Daddy, we glad you're here. But the dream is a meal. Then I woke, back to the plumbing. Back to the atmosphere. No atmosphere. Just me.
Yeah. FBA. Breeze Omega. You focused on the old me. Watch this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm different, but y'all focused on the old me. The Laker dynasty, the Shaq and the Kobe. Perpetual oyster, yeah, that's the rollie. You riding waves, chasing dicks like Moby. Yeah, I'm in the dark, sounding like a shinobi. Yeah, in your heart, I'm the one that you know, G. Filler packs and the scats with the OGs. Built it on a pill and at a funeral pie. Breathe, scat pack screaming, or paw on the tide. You should have seen the truth straight through the wire. You know, country for old men. No one's gonna hire. You feeling the sweat, wet with perspire.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Truth teller, me a liar. Foundational black walking straight through the fire. I've seen the snakes, I've seen them shed skin. They're banging on the gates of hell. Let them in. Tears of a clown. Smiling. Volume at a 10 while the world stays silent.
Go ahead, let them spit words like Letterman. Foundational black, call me a veteran. Banging on the doors of hell, let them in. I seen the snakes, I seen them shed skin. Try to get close like they next to kin, but they messy with the games they playing. Burrito styles, I'm only one of many. Needles child, and I ain't falling for a penny. Keeping down, but it's so proud. They hate the black, cause we so loud. So I turn up the volume. Percocet, Oxy, Valium. Tears of a clown, keep the smile in the stadium. Blame it on my phone while you keep asking. I'm a king in the dark, y'all just acting. Truth teller, but they calling me a liar. Foundational black walking straight through the fire. I see the snakes, I see them shed skin. They're banging on the gates to hell, let them in. Tears of a clown, but I'm still smiling. Bottom at a 10 while the world stays silent. But they calling me a liar. Foundational black walking straight through the fire. I see the snakes, I see them shed skin. They're banging on the gates of hell, let them in. Tears of a clown, but I'm still smiling. Volume at a 10, world stays silent.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is. Breeze Omega.
Check it. I wrote this hopeless.
Filled with the dominance.
Frappuccino flow. Yeah, you know who the codist is.
Filled with the dominance.
Grandma screaming bingo while we playing for the win. From the pachinko parlors back to where the plots begin. Five, that cinco box round your head, we see the dots. Movement mechanical, dancing like in casino box. New Jack City vibes, watching how that Nino plots. He ain't a gangster, he just knows the local spots. But now he's singing to the feds, talking to the cops, chasing after clout. Why? Is that how you get your props? Now you're locked away, someone else took your slot. That ain't a circle, it's a pit where the bodies rot. I wrote this hopeless, filled with the dopiness, Frappuccino flow, yeah. You know who the coldest is. Grandma screaming bingo while we playing for the win. From the pachinko parlors back to where the plots begin. Yeah, I wrote this hopeless. Immerse you in the heat, dead in the desert sand. That's what the thirst do when you're in a lonely land. Steel walls, iron talons, now they can't hurt you. Cause you've been through the fire, you know what that hurt do. Popping the perk, stop, tell me what's the worth, dude. I'm mapping out the earth, longitude and latitude. Dungeon explorer, checking all your attributes. Can you form a strategy, build up a battle group? You ain't ready for war. Survive any and all when they come to battle you. Or run to the forest like the frightened tattle do. You were afraid, that's why the rhythm scattered you. Boom, boom, boom. Now the legend splattered too. Clear the street, but you survived the hit, so I'm not mad at you. I respect you. You brought the intellect, just like you had to do. Death before dishonor, that's why I clapped at you. Weapon with the body, in the residue. Words are illegible, the beat stock's incredible. Living through the detox.
contact, healing in the medical. I'm glad you made it back, glad you made it home. We finally all grown, seeds planted in the stone. Yeah. FB. Breeze Omega.
Yes, sir. You know what it is when you hear that sound. That is that hymn, that soul that comes from the foundational Black American family. You know what it is. It's your boy Breeze Omega. Omega, that's Breeze. Welcome in for the Tuesday troll, where you know we don't do it normally how we normally do it, where we focus centric on straight stories, but we do a little bit of this, we do a little bit of that. And we get to the facts, and we know, let the family know what's of interest to the foundational Black American family. The lovely Goddess Navi in the house. What it do, beloved? What it do? I appreciate you for being in here. Tell your mother hello. I hope y'all having a great one, family. I hope y'all having a great one. We getting the rest of them thunderstorms that crew and all them was getting yesterday. But so far it ain't really kicking up like it was kicking up on y'all. It's throwing down a little something, but we should be all right. Hopefully, family. I hope y'all having a safe one. I am worried about my brother Tariq Nasheed. Y'all saw they had a really big earthquake over there in Japan, 7.1. And he is, if I believe, he's in the southern portion. I'm not sure if he's in Kyushu, but I believe he said he was heading to the southern portion, like I believe it was yesterday. And I ain't really seen no post from him on X today, so since the earthquake. So I'm trying to, I was over there sending some messages trying to see what's good. I haven't heard nothing. Other people saying they ain't heard nothing either yet. It could be like if the towers are down or some shit like that, but we shall see. We should be okay. Japan is normally prepared for like earthquakes and shit, but like I said, it's the universe. Shout out to the family. I'm still double checking. Hold on, I'm about to get started. I'm just double checking. And before I get into my main tangent, didn't I say this yesterday, family, when I was on here? Didn't I say that these damn devils was going to start pivoting towards trying to say that this young man was an alcoholic? Oh, none of them white boys was alcoholics, but Nolan, he was plying them away. I told y'all they was going to do this. I said that shit like clockwork. And just like clockwork, the filthy ass New York Post. Let me see if I could bring that up and show y'all what the filthy New York Post. The New York Post is a trash rag. I always consider it's a trash magazine. That's why I'm always happy when I see a homeless nigga wiping his ass with the New York Post. That's the only place for the New York Post, for you to wipe your ass with it. To wipe your ass with the New York Post, that piece of shit, racist rag. I knew it. Hold on. Let me get this image. It's bugging. Hold on. Get it up here in just a second. If Restream stop being the haters that they are. Just a fucking picture, nigga. There it is. There it is, family. Let's see. We can get that down a little bit more. Yeah, I'll put it on that side. So if you look into It would be on your right if you're looking at the screen. You would see that's the piece of shit rag that the New York Post put out about our brother. Let's see, I'm adjusting it for y'all real quick. Hold on. There it is. New York Post. This is on X. Nolan Wells drank heavily, chose to stay on remote island before vanishing on July 4th trip. What nigga in their right mind is buying that? And our good brother, the Black Tucker Carlson, has said on the bottom right there, everyone was drinking, but only the black kid didn't make it home. That's the facts right there. They play right in our damn face. And I said that they were going to do this. I say everybody keep making it like Nolan was the only one drinking. And then, oh, he was plying it back. And I said, man, it sounds like they're going to try to make like this brother was an alcoholic and he doomed himself. That don't make no sense. The white girl didn't say anything of that nature. She said he was chilling. He wasn't all wasted. And she said everybody had drinks. But somehow, I told y'all, only when you this is another reason not to be around them. Because if something happens to you, they're gonna make it like you're the perpetrator versus you being the victim. This is exactly what they do. This is their game. This is their playbook all the time. Something happened to a black person, all of a sudden they start, oh, the black person was doing this, the black person was doing that, this, that, and the third. And then all of a sudden, this black person is no longer seen as the victim. They're the perpetrator. That's why, man, y'all better wake the fuck up, man. This narrative, we can't let them throw this narrative out there because I told people, I've been on the young man's TikTok pages and he don't got no TikToks like that. His mama didn't scrub his social media, but all the YT people got rid of their social media. Wyatt, fucking Warren, all of them. Yeah, fake news. That's right, Black RU365. Fake news. That's the one thing Trump was right about. It'd be a lot of fake motherfucking news. I'll give it to Trump on that. He ain't never balked on that shit, and they ain't proved him wrong yet. You ain't proved Trump wrong. That's why he's steamrolling you niggas, because you can't unprove him wrong. So, as I said, these filthy people, that's what they were going to do. And just like clockwork, they proved my point right. We're gonna get into that. We keep getting so much more news. And I have this sister who enhanced that video because you got a lot of people running around trying to play like that video ain't real and like it wasn't done by no one professional. Well, I've got the actual sister, and this is her job. Her job is to clean up videos for the damn police. When the police need somebody to clean up audio, they contact this sister because she's a specialist in this. And I'm going to let her speak from the horse's mouth. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to let her speak from the horse's mouth because you're not going to play us. We not silly boo-boo from the new who don't know nothing. You're not going to be playing with us. We got it. If Nolan Wells' mama and daddy drop the ball, we'll pick it up because that brother needs some damn justice and his weak-ass family ain't standing on shit. But we're going to make sure the brother gets some damn justice in this wicked-ass system of white supremacy. Facts, Black, are you? Pilot J. Wait, we got to try to catch Pilot J because I didn't give him his rent. Hold on, Pilot J. What it do? Jesse in the house. What it do, family? In this wicked ass system of white supremacy. There you go, Pilot J. Appreciate Thanks, you for Black, being back. Pilot J. We gotta try to catch. Probably got a little echo there, family. Sorry if y'all heard that. Because I was getting on my good brother Pilot J. His goddamn. The family has been in here, and we reward the family when they show up. We love the family. We don't. We that's what it is over here. Foundational Black Americans are always on point with the family. You know what it is. I'm trying to find my goddamn library. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh, wait, nigga. You niggas. You are some mean niggas. All you black niggas. You know what it is, y'all. Get my little white girl on. Hold on. Wake up.
Power on.
Wake up, white woman.
Speaker is ready to pair. Bluetooth
no
mode.
doubts, Pilot J. You came through like a soldier.
Connected.
So we always. You know what it is, family. You know what it is. But we're going to stand on business over here. That's what foundational Black Americans do. Yeah. Shout out to the family. You know what it is. Standing on business. So you know what it is. And we stepping on your feelings. This that foundational Black American shit. Know what you want when you talking and you never made a movie. And we done writ this script. And we don't know what you talk about. Where you come from. Where you walk about. Where your mama is. Where your daddy from. It's the questions we gon' ask. Foundational Black Americans, you could kiss my ass. But anybody try to diss my lineage. You know what it is, family. Word up. Only one Just Jay in the house. What it do, beloved? I'm going to copy that link and drop that. You know what it is, y'all. Big shout out to the family. Okay, April Showers. No problem. Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's start getting into it. Let's get into my real quick tangent. I have a quick tangent. For those of you who are children of the 90s, and we all had to go through that painful time. Well, it is the 40-year anniversary of Transformers, the movie, and they are re-releasing the movie with some new added footage from, I guess they gathered from the original stuff that they had. Because we know that Prom comes back, but he comes back in the later season, which it took about, maybe like 7 episodes before they brought back Prom. But the damage was already done. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had already damaged our childhood. Y'all made us, we all cried. It wasn't just foundational Black Americans that cried. It was Nabiscos. It was Latinos. It was Asians. Everybody was tore up when they killed goddamn Optimus Prime. Big E, what it do? Big E in the house. Big E in the motherfucking his house. What it do, family? See, Miss April Showers was asking about you the other day, Big E. She was all worried. Anybody seen Big E? I'm like, yeah, Big E was here. Me and Big E one night, we was over there cooking. We was on Jesse shit. I think we was on Jesse, our good brother Jesse Paris frontline Black News. We was over there. We was killing it, me and Big E. You know Big E gonna throw that fire. Shout out to Big E in the house. Big shout out to all the family in the house. Yeah, yo, Pilot J, that shit hurt everybody. We were crying. I'm telling you, I remember we were crying. My mama was having a house party downstairs. And this is how much we were crying that the music had stopped. We didn't even know the music had stopped. And I could hear my mother at the top of the stairs. Terrence? She's like, Terrence, what's wrong with y'all? Why are y'all crying in there? And I came out and then I told her. And then as I'm crying and I'm walking to my mother to get a hug from her because she's at the top of the stairs, I kind of look to the right and down the stairs. I see a lot of the adults had them started coming up the stairs. You know what I'm saying? That you know how it is with Foundational Black Americans. We had something happening, the kids crying, everybody trying to figure out what's going on. And then they laughed at us. She was like, oh Lord, one of their cartoon friends done died. Which made us commence to start crying again. And we like, you don't know, you don't understand. It was Optimus Prime. How can he die? Most of us, particularly me and my brothers, we like, yeah, he's a damn robot. How can they kill him like this? So yeah, they got the new Transformers movie. I'm gonna go to the movie theaters and watch it. I actually am, because that's the way it always should have been. But you know, like I told you, I had big screen TVs in my house in the 90s. I had a big screen upstairs, big screen downstairs. And so my mama was able to get it on a special rental because she has such a good relationship with the I think it was called I forgot the name of the goddamn rental spot. But my mama had a good relationship with them people, and they had gave it to her like. And that night, we were so happy. We didn't even care my mama was having a house party. Usually, we complain and shit about having to be upstairs and all that shit. But that night, nobody complained. My god sister came over with her little friends, my other cousins, because their parents bring them with them when they come in the party because they don't want to leave them at home. Because we come from that world. Yeah, either you was a latchkey kid or your mama and them did not want to leave you at home alone. That was the two facets for a foundational Black American. Maybe some other kids had it that way too, but I don't know. I'm talking about us. Yeah, right. It had a different name, Black RU. It was called something else. Oh, Hollywood Video. Motherfucking Hollywood Video. I remember the day I was returning it. I remember looking at that white Nabisco because he had a ponytail and I saw him wiping his eyes. I said, "Did you watch Transformers?" And he looked at me. He's like, "Yeah, little buddy. I just got fucking watching it too, man. Like, I know how you little guys feel, man. That's the fucking prime, dude. The fucking prime, man." Like there was only one prime and shit. But you know what I'm saying? That was a great time. That's why I love the 90s so much. It was a great fucking time. The late 80s, early 90s, those I always remember those as the best times of my childhood. You know? Great. Just a wonderful time, man. And just having the family that we had. Oh, just a wonderful thing. And our sister Demetria K, She caught a bitch going into the goddamn the Asian beauty salon, caught her ass and start asking her questions. But the bitch didn't want to be on camera. But she did answer some of the questions. And she did all that lying, you know. Well, I went to some black nail salons and everybody was really mean to me. And then I looked down at her feet. I'm like, bitch, you got on Crocs with no goddamn socks on. You know how musty your feet is? Black people don't like smells. That's probably why they were set with you. Like, bitch, you know you coming to get your feet done. You couldn't wash them bitches? See, we ain't like the Asians just sit down, put on a damn mask and start touching your nasty ass feet. You need to be presentable. That's just the foundational Black American thing. My mother did not let us go out of the house when we had somewhere to go. And, you know, you had to make sure you had on clean underwears, you had on clean socks, you had done took a bath and a shower. You niggas today walking around in these pajama bottoms and bonnet hats and these goddamn Nirvana t-shirts, y'all don't have no respect for your damn self. Because all of you are not even raised by your good grandma. Your damn grandma is out there at the damn club with you, wearing a damn purple wig. No wonder you niggas can't get this shit. You ain't got nobody holding y'all together. There's no rules, there's no regulations. Y'all don't have no code in your damn house. Your grandmama code is to get out there and get her, or go get with Charlie Earl and them niggas. Let these Asian beauty supply shops die in obscurity. Let them finally be gone. Let them learn you don't fuck with us. Stand on business once in your damn life, particularly you niggas who always talking about, man, I wonder what I would have been doing if it was the 60s. What you doing right now, nigga? You're doing nothing. You're wondering about what everybody else did. Because your bitch ass can't stay on goddamn code. Exactly. Let them compete and cannibalize each other till they're all gone. Now, did y'all see this?
Low battery.
Okay. All right, white girl. Go ahead. Get off. You ain't got to
Power off.
All right. Thank you. Good Lord, you loud. Y'all seen them videos where goddamn Ryan, is it Ryan Davis?
Let me put this to bed.
This nigga.
I wasn't laid off. I was fired. Right? They're using
you was, nigga.
layoffs as a cover and a camouflage.
You thought
for what
you
they
could
already
outwork
intended
racism, nigga.
on doing. But there was no cause for it.
You thought
right?
you could
So because there was no
outwork
cause
racism.
for it, you couldn't just fire me. So you had
You
to wait for
can't
the layoff
outwork
so you could
racism, nigga.
camouflage it and veil it, right? But here's the other thing. If I was laid off, like everybody
Ryan
else,
Clark.
it came out on Tuesday. Mine came out on Friday. I get the call. I get a text from our showrunner that tells me to call my boss. I call my boss in the break, tells me they're letting me go. He said this is a very awkward call. This is a hard call. I could hear how hard it was for him. And if anybody was gonna call me,
you should have been building your own
executive
damn
level, whether
platform
low or
while
high,
you
he's
was
the
doing
person I wanted to. The way
what
he's
it do,
fought for me
First
and rode
Lady,
for
our
me.
beautiful sister, Serious
He
S.
said,
From
our friends,
Georgia,
jokingly, at Outkick, had the story, and we're gonna leak it. Let me tell you why I know I was fired. Because during the season, after some of the Kyron Lacey news broke, there were people on our network along with me.
I was trying to figure out what his lineage is too.
Both of those people apologized, as did I. I didn't want to. Right? I was told I couldn't come to work if I didn't.
Hey Siri.
And at that point I said, well, I can't come to work.
Family and where they from?
Because I don't believe I did anything wrong. Some conversations happened and we got to that point. And Outkick wrote an article about all the people that apologized. Two very prominent
we not talking about him.
At ESPN.
Hey Siri.
And they praised them
Hey
for
Siri,
who
I'm
they
talking
were,
about Ryan Clark, who just got
brought this
fired
thing back
from
around.
ESPN.
and they bashed
Where
it.
his family from?
Talked about how negative I was and spoke about me
Serious.
in such a nasty way. And I sent an email at that time.
I'm trying to figure out where Ryan
Magnus
Clark, who just got fired,
and Dave Roberts,
ESPN,
who were working.
Where his
Because we were on
family
an
is
email
from.
talking about how we were going to handle it. And I was very poignant in saying, you have to watch who you listen to about me. There's certain people who want to paint me as a certain thing, certain people who want to devalue my voice, certain people who, no matter what I do, with all the great I've done, they've never mentioned that. But in this case, there are 3 people who are very important to this network, who all did the same thing, who all responded in the same way, and only one of us was vilified, and only one of us was a black man. And so, how poignant, how purposeful is it to make sure that that's the exact same publication that gets the story that I'm going to be fired? Because you know what they're going to do? They're going to praise ESPN.
Yeah, they're going to praise ESPN. I'll find it, but I think he's FBA, but he there is some weak FBA family members. We do got some Bucci cat niggas. So we have to stand there. I think he's FBA. Because he's never gave me no feeling that he might be Caribbean or something else. But that nigga, though, all that crying. Oh, the video goes longer, and he's over there crying and shit and start breaking down. I'm like, nigga, you don't break down on TV, nigga. What the hell is wrong with you? These people got you over a goddamn barrel and they whooping that ass. You should have been listening. You should have been preparing for this day. Like, yeah, I'm on ESPN, but you, as a black man, you should know. ESPN is owned by Disney Corp, which is part of Sinclair Broadcasting. Now, I want everybody, if you can, to go look up Sinclair Broadcasting. Sinclair Broadcasting is a known racial entity among the media market. You should already know. You over there with them niggas, and they're just as racist. They're just as racist. Motherfucking Sinclair Corporation, Sinclair Broadcasting is one of the most racist media entities that we have. So to be sitting here, you just got your Negro wake-up call because you just thought like, shit, I'm doing my job, working hard, and, you know, I'm going to just make it. No, nigga, not under a system of white supremacy. They play fetch with you. They put a carrot on a stick and they pull it along and your ass keep going for that carrot, working hard for these niggas. And then when they're done with you, if you understand what the system of white supremacy is and why it will confuse you, you will understand that when they get tired of you and they don't want to hear no more, they break their tools. They get rid of their tools. And now you just another brother, and they will come up with some other bullshit reason for why they canned you. They will. They will. They always do that. Please, family, make sure you hit that like and subscribe when you're in the house. Take off your damn shoes and come in here and sit down and have a good time with the family. Thank you, Sirius S, the hardest working mod on these YouTube streets. Now, what the hell is going on right here, family? This from our sister, FBA Queen sister from New York, and she had this video. I think they got a damn animal in this box, like some bush meat or something. Check it out, y'all.
Bush meat in a box, screaming for his motherfucking life.
Wait, hold on, like that's, hold on. Yeah, it's in there screaming. I told you them screaming and shit. They be looking like they be praying and shit.
Bush meat in a box, screaming for his motherfucking life. Because they know an African booty scratcher coming with a fork and a spoon and some pepper sauce.
And see, she calling y'all, y'all been saying.
They screaming for their life.
Now she calling y'all African booty scratcher. Oh my God.
We are are not the fucking same. We don't do weird shit like this.
Word up.
Got screaming monkeys in a box waiting to be bust down. This is crazy. The fuck? We ain't the same. African booty scratcher.
God damn, you hear them? They in that box trying to get the fuck up out of there. They probably got 3 or 4 monkeys. I told you the monkeys be looking like they be praying when you see them on that motherfucking table and they start chopping the nigga up. That's why it's a no for me with bushmeat. I'm sorry. I ain't never even trying it. I'm not no Andrew Zimmerman, nigga. I ain't into bizarre foods. Keep that shit over there. You got a whole damn primate in the damn box. You got like 3 or 4 of them in there. It sound like 4 of them in there screaming. Damn. I thought y'all just burned up the forest and burnt them up. That's why they were praying. I didn't know you was putting them actually in a box before y'all burned them to death. God damn, y'all terrible. Y'all diabolical in Africa. And always talking shit about us. Nigga, we is not the same. Ain't no ribs getting up off the barbecue screaming, nigga. My food don't have its head, hands, and feet, fucking tail. Only time I might have an animal that has his head on it, nigga, is fish. That's it. Every once in a while, I'll have some whole snappers with the heads, because my daughters, they actually like to eat the head. That's the funniest shit. Of all the weird shit, I thought my daughters, I didn't think they would like to eat no damn fish heads, but they love it. They love it. They love it. Because they done tasted it. That fish cheek and all that shit up near the head, that shit actually tastes better. Let's go.
New video capturing the deadly
This is that guy that a lot of niggas in Madison, Wisconsin are going crazy over. But he's a he's not,
Madison, Wisconsin.
He's a Latino.
A police officer fatally shooting
he's
the 38-year-old
black.
who investigators say was armed
and
with
you don't
a knife.
see the Latinos out here doing shit about this situation. Right, it's just the black people out there going ham over this dude.
Late today. Multiple videos capturing the incident from different angles. The scuffle appearing to begin here when police say Ruiz falls or is taken off his bike.
Ruiz is not a black
Authorities
name.
Are responding to a report of an
I don't know
individual
why
checking
niggas
car
is out
doors
here.
Wednesday afternoon, they say, when the man initially fled. Watch as police appear to struggle with him. They say Ruiz pulled out a knife and injured one officer. Authorities say a taser was deployed, but it was not successful. Then 3 shots are heard.
Yeah, that's what they do to us.
Sustained injuries from the knife.
Y'all lucky they gave him multiple times.
Public records show Ruiz had at least 40 criminal convictions, including several for resisting or obstructing law enforcement.
40 criminal convictions. That brother is not, that dude is not FBA, and no foundational black American should be out here caping for this dude.
Protesters
look at all these dumb Negroes.
Concert at the state capitol. Jasmine Brown
he
says
is
she
not
knew
black.
Ruiz
I had
personally.
a bunch of arguments with people on Twitter about this.
In that shooting?
Look.
I mean, a father, a son,
a
friend, a loved one, and he's gone.
Shaq Brewster joins us now live. Shaq, you mentioned in your report
bitch, if
one
you
of the
don't go
officers
get
was
your hair
injured.
done.
Do we know how they're doing tonight?
Now they find a nigga named
the police
Shaq
chief saying that the
Look
officer
at that
who was
bitch
injured
here.
with that knife was
I
hospitalized
don't think
but
that
released
bitch
within
FBA
hours.
either.
But
like
investigators say there was also a second officer who was hospitalized and released, though the condition of that officer and the status and what led to the hospitalization was not clear.
I'm not hating on that. I only do that once in a while. Like I said, I only do that with red snappers. I don't have any other fish. I mean, some salmons be too big to keep the head. You just chop the head off a salmon. But I'll keep that head and I'll make like salmon like soup and shit like with that head. Yeah, I'm telling you, the best meat on a fish is on the head though. I'm gonna tell you, if you got some courage, Black are you, I'll cook when we get together, family. I'm gonna cook some snappers and y'all gonna taste that motherfucking head. Oh, and I keep the head on porgies sometimes, and sometimes like sunfish. Sunfish, or better known to most black people, we call it butterfish. I'll leave the head on those. You don't really, nobody really eats the head on a butterfish. You just do it that way because it's easier. It's easier than trying to fillet a butterfish. They so small. They are so small. Let's get in here. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it. And remember, so let me play that one more time because I want to get to the sister. I want to let her speak. I want to let her speak. Oh, and you know what? I have to once in my lifetime say, I am grateful to goddamn Funky Sambo Raccoon, Officer Tatum, now Detective Tatum. I don't know that you meant to help the family or to help foundational Black Americans in this situation, but nigga, you did. That goddamn interview is a gold mine. And as I told y'all in yesterday's broadcast, I said that the police, I'm gonna provide evidence for y'all to see that the police are looking at that goddamn video. Navi, you feed crows. Yeah, yep. Females love the whole fish. All except Navi. How the hell you scared of a fish head? Oh, when I season that motherfucker up, boy. Our brother who be deep frying every goddamn thing, he be deep frying the fish with the head on. He be deep frying the fish with the head on. I'll tear that deep fried fish head up. So I want to play this one more time before I let the sister talk. Here's the enhanced video, everybody. Here's the enhanced video. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. This video is just to point out that, you know, there's a technology where you can enhance audio. Let's go. Hold on. Navi, fish eat other fish. Why would you equate to being a Pisces while you can't eat fish? Fish eat other fish. They're Pisces too. Lord.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
Oh, fish.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Well, there you have it. Yeah. Name me a fish that don't eat fish, Navi. I'll wait, because I promise you that's cat. All fish eat fish, whether they eat other fish when they're young or when they're in their elderly stage. All fish eat fish. That's their main diet. Even the niggas who eat clams and shit, they started off eating other fish. There's no cat behind that. And now let's listen to our sister who made that video. Here she is. Let's go, beloved.
Before I play this, I want to quickly explain what I did, what you're looking at on the screen, and why I chose to approach this audio the way that I did. As a professional audio, before I play this, I want to quickly explain what I did, what you're looking at on the screen, and why I chose to approach this audio the way that I did. As a professional audio engineer with experience in dialogue editing, dialogue cleanup, sound design, and post-production, I decided to work on that CTO call using traditional audio processing techniques rather than relying on any AI voice separation or AI enhancement.
Yeah, like I said,
my goal was pretty much to preserve as much of the original recording as possible while making the quieter dialogue and background audio easier to hear. So I basically used techniques such as subtractive EQ, compression, gain adjustments, noise reduction, frequency isolation, and other traditional processing methods. So what I did was I separated Vicky, the CTO dispatcher, from Warren and the audio originating from the boat so that I can concentrate more closely on what was happening behind and around Warren, pretty much on the boat. And I specifically chose not to rely on AI because aggressive AI enhancements and voice isolation tools can sometimes introduce artifacts and distort the speech or create ambiguity around the sounds that were originally present. And for something this serious, I wanted my processing to remain as conservative as possible.
Isolate sound.
You'll also notice time code and dialogue written on the side of the screen and pop up during each segment. That dialogue represents what I personally hear as an audio engineer while processing and repeatedly reviewing these sections. I'm pretty much providing it as a listening reference, not as a declaration that my interpretation is the only possible interpretation. And that's important. I want you to listen for yourself, use headphones if you have them, listen closely, and decide with your own ears what you believe is being said. You can also return to the original unprocessed recording and compare directly with what you're hearing here. You'll also notice that my time code may not match the regular timestamp on the original uploaded video. And that's because I'm working inside a professional post-production timeline, a digital audio workstation, basically using SMPTE time code, which in film, that's displayed in hours, minutes, seconds, and frames. Film and TV timelines are completely different from timestamps that you see when you're watching regular videos or when you're watching a movie and you hit pause. So basically the time code on the screen is there to identify the precise location within my working session, not to represent the elapsed timestamp displayed by the original video player. And I hope that makes sense. For this first video, I'm sharing only approximately 37 seconds of the call. I originally intended to continue much further, but once I separated the dispatcher from the boat and started concentrating exclusively on the background dialogue, what I believed I was hearing became extremely difficult for me to process emotionally, and I needed to take a mental break. But I wanted to release this portion because some of the details that stood out most to me occur very early in the call, like right at the top of the call.
And you heard it.
And so I'm gonna let the audio play. Read my transcription if you want to reference, but don't allow it to determine what you hear. I want you to listen first, listen again, compare it with the original recording, and then judge it with your own ears.
3 or 4 times.
I hope this breakdown helps. And my
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Shut the fuck up!
This now explains why the grandfather was on there telling them they don't need no help. This explains why the grandfather was on there telling the people they did not need any help. We still don't know that he had alcohol. We're just going off of what Nabisco said, Navi. I don't believe anything that Nabisco say. I don't know that he had alcohol, because in all the pictures, he's the only person that's seen without a cup. He's the only person seen without a can in his hand. All them white boys he was with are seen with cups and cans in their hands. Nolan isn't found in any of those pictures with a can or cup except when they on that boat. Except when they're on that boat. And we're going to go in and we're going to enhance that can in his hand because we're not even certain that's drink. I think that he had a Mike's Hard Lemonade in his hand. And after that one picture, we don't see him with any more alcohol in all the other pictures, where the rest of them, they're consistently in those pictures with cans and cups. Nolan is the only one in the pictures smiling. He's got the peace signs up in his hands in two pictures. He doesn't have a can in his hand. So that's why I refute to believe anything that Nabiscos are saying, because they will say anything just to put that out there, to save their own motherfucking skin. So that's why I'm not. Even if he had one, that ain't enough to have him tripping. That ain't enough to have him tripping. That's why I'm refusing the whole alcohol and he's drinking, because I don't know the story yet. I, as a black person, refuse to accept what their testimony and story is. I'll wait and see. You're not going to hear me say, yeah, our brother was drinking this. No, I don't know. I just know from the one picture I seen him had a can. I don't know what was in that can. Because his hands is kind of covering it. So we don't know. There's people right now on TikTok trying to enhance that video right now. My thing is, it doesn't matter about if he had something. Those people unalived him. They unalived him. I'm not going to sit up here and talk about he was, then I fall into the Officer Tatum's, the anti-Daniels, because that's what them niggas is running with right now. All the tethers, raccoons, and Sambos, that's their narrative. You ain't getting tipsy off no can. Even if you were so-called tipsy, because when you're tipsy, you're not in control of your faculties. You're not in control of your faculties. Let's go.
I told her on the phone before I called the Coast Guard.
Wait, wasn't Nolan fighting to get his phone back? Man, you just said.
Yeah, here go more. Look. All the TikTok sleuths and everybody who got a sense is looking at these videos and researching this.
I told her on the phone before I called the Coast Guard.
We're not buying anything.
Wait, wasn't Nolan fighting to get his phone back? Man, you just said. Man, roll the clip. He's telling on his own self.
Or that we had Nolan's phone. Before I called Miss Christine, I asked, I was like, oh, well, where's his location at? Because Nolan had his Snapchat location on for me. And he said, it's, Wyatt said it's, in my truck. Like, because everybody who left stuff on the boat, it was Wyatt's boat, so Wyatt put it in his truck, it was normal. And so the phone was in possession in Wyatt's truck. And when that mom came over and asked for it, there was no issue at all with us giving the phone to her. I mean, Nolan just left it on the boat. We handed the phone to her that night of the 4th of July.
That part,
so let me get this straight. Nolan was fighting for his phone back, right? And for some reason, you got his phone, right? Now, what I'm thinking is you had the phone, you went through the phone, deleted everything in the phone, and you and that girl is part of is pretty part of this problem. You guys
same thing that happened to Carmelo Anthony.
Watch the full clip. If you gotta rewatch it or go watch it on whatever his name is, Officer Tatum. I know you guys don't like him, but sometimes stupid people do stupid things that lead you to the truth, if you know what I mean. But come on, man. You just admitted to everything that everybody wants to know. If you go back and really read the room and listen to what he's actually saying, he's telling you he had Nolan's phone. Nolan was fighting for his phone.
Had his phone all along.
So you got the phone, delete the phone. Plus the girl, when the dad came looking for the keys for his car.
I hear an accent with this nigga though.
He didn't know where the keys was. But the girl knew what the keys was. Come on, man. Guys, listen. It don't take a genius to figure out a story like this. You don't need a police, or you don't need... Listen, if everybody put their minds together, it's an easy case.
It's called common sense, nigga. Anybody with common sense, you be like, yeah, this nigga lying.
And he was fighting for his phone. Come on, man. Listen, it don't take a genius, like I said, man. Make sure you guys read the room, man. More updates coming soon. This...
Nah, nigga, you might be deported. I hear a Haitian accent, nigga. You might be deported before you could bring more breaking news, nigga. Because TPS is over. It's over for you niggas, too. Speak for you. I'm telling you, watch your cats, nigga. That's what I said. Just watch your cats. What are you talking about? Damn, that one is like... I'm gonna have to chop that one up. We may bring that one back tomorrow. Because that shit, that nigga, Poetic Flacco, nigga. And we even got old funky Nancy Grace. Even Nancy Grace, who is trying to defend the white supremacists, even Nancy Grace is starting to say, shit, this shit ain't making no point. This ain't making no sense. Even to Nancy Grace. Even Nancy Grace is like, nigga, this don't make no sense. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's get that. We're going to go through this Nolan shit and get it out the way. Don't worry, Navi. After I'm done here, I'm going to get you together. As you always telling me, I'm going to get you together. You my motherfucking N-word. Nigga, I got ducking on. The ducking you should be able to hear. I got ducking on. How you can't hear when the shit is dropping in sound? Look, I'm gonna get you together.
A demonstration took place outside the Jackson County Courthouse in Pascagoula Monday. Community members gathered to say they are tired of not getting answers on days outside the Jackson County Courthouse in Pascagoula Monday. Community members gathered to say they are tired of not getting answers on the Nolan Wells case.
We on Tuesday, yeah.
Missing on July 4th after an outing to Horn Island with friends.
Yeah, it's on
His
site.
body was later found 2 days later. Protesters say that the family and the public deserve to know what's going on.
Yeah, even the Biscos don't believe it.
There are press conferences every day around the country where local municipalities give updates on investigations. There's no reason we shouldn't have that here.
We're going to keep the spotlight on Mississippi, on Ocean Springs, on Pascagoula, on the DA, on the sheriff.
And the investigation into 18-year-old Nolan Wells' death is ongoing, according to the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, and you can find a full timeline of the case on our website, WLOX.com.
You 18, you don't have time to become a damn alcoholic. There ain't even a time when you 18 where you got time to become a damn alcoholic. You busy doing shit that 18-year-olds do. This whole making him out like he's a monster when he gets drunk. I'm not buying that at all.
Were Nolan Wells' friends talking about him and talking about him possibly being dead while they were on their way back to the mainland from Horn Island? This is all because of some audio that we got from officials down in Mississippi. This audio is a call that's being made from the boat that Nolan's friends were on. So after they're on Horn Island,
the people who did
on
the
July 4th,
autopsy,
at the end of the day,
released anything.
about 4:30, they decide they're heading back to the mainland. And the owner of that boat, or the grandson of the owner, who's driving the boat, realizes that they are taking on water. Their bilge pump isn't working, so he places a call to a tow company called Sea-Tow. And while he's on that call, there is a lot of commotion going on. And what people think is that in the background of that call, you can hear someone say, "Is he dead?" Nolan. Oh my God. It's really hard to make out. This is what it sounds like.
Sea-Tow Assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you? All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir?
No, we do not need that.
All right.
You can hear in the back. I heard that before they had the enhanced video. Remember, I played y'all that video in the beginning when they first came out with the audio. I played that on the broadcast.
No, we do not need that.
Now, there are other parts of the audio where people think they hear the words "check his chest" or "wake up."
We think, nigga.
One thing you can definitely hear clearly is the guy who's calling the tow company says, "Shut the bleep up." Now, he could have been yelling to some people. He does tell the dispatcher that there are about 7 people on board, all of them under the age of 20, under 21, he says. Now, here's what doesn't make sense. If they really were, and again, that audio is very difficult to make out.
That, so you
I mean, you can definitely hear, "Oh my God." The Nolan and Izzy dead part is
you can only hear that part.
What doesn't make sense is why would they, if they had something, if there'd been foul play and something happened to Nolan or someone did something to Nolan on that boat, why would they be talking about it loudly while he's on the phone to a tow company?
Because they didn't know he was on the phone, nigga. Because they didn't know he was on the phone. You can hear some of them like, "Oh, are you on the phone?" You hear that clearly. You can hear them clearly. "You on the phone?" Oh, you hear one of them say, "Oh, no, you shouldn't have called nobody." You hear that. That's clearly in all that mayhem we heard in the back. But you can hear, "Oh, my God," and all that. They not, "Oh, my God," over no flooding boat because the boat wasn't flooded. The boat was taken and picked up, moved across land. Remember, family, we've been covering this broadcast. We've been covering all this. We know that the facts that the boat was picked up, moved across land, got back in the water on the other side. No less than an hour after it came out of the water. Why would a boat that's affected with possibly a sinking go back out into the water and head back to Horn Island? Why would that boat get back in the water, go out to Horn Island, meets with another boat? This is the part they keep like playing with you in your face. We all know clearly because of the GPS. The GPS tells us that the boat goes across land, and within an hour of crossing land, it don't stop at no shop or nothing. It goes to another dock and gets out in the water, and they go back around, and they go back up to Horn Island, meet another boat, and then they come back home at 4 a.m. That is well documented. That's well documented, man. I haven't been sitting here bringing y'all no bullshit. If you've been following the broadcast, you've been listening and seeing what I've been presenting to y'all. Timelines, timestamps, everything. I haven't presented anything over here that is not known by law enforcement and everybody else. And now even Nancy Grace. Remember, Nancy Grace in the beginning was saying all types of weird shit about Nolan. But now even Nancy Grace, big old bouffant hairstyle, is now saying what we all been saying from day one.
Breaking news tonight in the Nolan Wells investigation. Enhanced distress call audio bombshell.
You know Nancy Grace gonna get
Breaking news tonight in the Nolan Wells investigation. Enhanced distress call audio bombshell.
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
What did we just hear? What was that? One more time, please.
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like
That's right, Miss April Showers. That is
Straight
correct.
out to investigative reporter Crime
analyzed.
Stories, Dave Mack.
It's going down.
Did you just hear what I heard? Now,
you heard it, Nancy.
This has been transcribed, and this is the CTO dispatch call. Because, Dave, when I first heard this, I thought, has this been doctored? Is this real? Where's this coming from, Dave?
Nope, it ain't been doctored.
Nancy, this is coming from from Mississippi, from the actual official. Okay, when we get into the Mississippi
act like we can't get cell
Fish and
phone
Wildlife
records.
and at the reserve putting this out for the public. This is not like from Dave Mack's recording. This is an official recording, Nancy, that is being issued, and it's shocking when you listen to this call for a tow, for the sea tow. Going further into it, Nancy, you're picking apart all of the different voices that can be heard on this one phone call, trying to determine what is really taking place on this boat that is allegedly sitting in 31 feet of water, a depth of 31 feet. And a bilge pump not working, claiming they're sinking.
Yeah, we know. We know. Well, Nancy Grace, of course, she gonna sensationalize it because that's what she do. Yeah, it's definitely a cover-up. Anybody with a goddamn, I told y'all a blind man can see this shit from a mile away. A blind man can see it.
Breaking news tonight in the Nolan Wells investigation. Enhanced distress call audio bombshell.
Get out of here. We already heard it, Nancy. We heard you. Let's keep it moving. We heard you, Nancy. A bombshell. A bitch. You know, bitch. Even unpoetic Flacco now knows. And that's a super tether. Unpoetic Flacco is a damn super tether. Yeah, I don't like her. She's fucked up even more about the Carmelo shit. The hell with Nancy Grace. I'm just letting it be known that even her dumb ass. So she gonna have to double back on her thoughts about Carmelo too. Because when this new trial comes out and our brother gets exonerated, all these Nabiscos gonna be up in an uproar. And I don't give a damn. I'm not scared of no damn Nabiscos. I'm surrounded by you every day when I'm at work. I don't give a damn about y'all. Y'all not a threat to me. Black people, we used to scrapping. So there's nothing for me to worry about no Nabisco. Let's get it. Let's keep it moving then.
Here with another development in the Nolan Wells case, TMZ has learned evidence apparently shows Nolan Wells was still on Horn Island after his friend's boat left. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ authorities have evidence suggesting Nolan was on the Mississippi Barrier Island after the boat departed on the 4th of July, which would mark a major development in the investigation. We're told at least 2 witnesses interviewed by law enforcement claimed they saw Nolan on the island after the boat headed back to the mainland. TMZ also enhanced the audio from Nolan's friend's frantic call for help when their boat was sinking, and some people believe they can hear someone saying, "Is he dead?" But sources tell TMZ people on the boat who have heard the questionable audio believe the words being heard are simply panic during the chaotic moment the boat was sinking. Meanwhile, Nolan's alleged best friend, Warren Hudson, says he last saw Nolan around 3 p.m. that day, but claims he spoke with someone who said they last saw Nolan on the island around 6 p.m. Hudson also insists his group was not the last to see Nolan, saying there were still dozens of boats around Horn Island when they left. Nolan was reported missing later that night and was found dead in the water days later. His parents are now conducting their own investigation as questions continue to surround the timeline of what really happened that 4th of July. We'll keep you guys updated as we learn more.
And a lot of fruity niggas. And we know fruity niggas don't never tell the truth. You ain't never met a nigga playing in the sandbox who tells the damn truth. You ain't never met a nigga like that. Why you think they gotta have a thing called coming out the closet? Because they can't even be honest with their damn self that they like pussy. Your whole room smell like an asshole, nigga. You like pussy. Or your room smell like fish. You like carpets, bitch. One way or the other.
I do not hate black people. I know that people who are new to my channel,
yeah, that
see people out there making
vote
these
ain't
videos,
never sang.
It's comical to me because
I just
don't
played a
understand how
white guy
accountability
saying
means to hate.
yesterday that video, that vote did not sink.
I know that people who are new to my channel and you see people out there making these videos, it's comical to me because
You hear
I don't
this
understand
nigga.
how accountability
Now
means to
he
hate.
like black people.
I want people to be accountable. And anybody with a
I'm
connected brain
just
stem that's
against
fair
the
and reasonable
the
and can
bad
accept
black
accountability
people.
understands that I'm not talking about every black person. Clearly, I'm black. I have a whole bunch of black people that love me.
Why
and follow
don't
me on
you
social
ever
media,
make
that you
a
see them
video
in the
about white
description section
people's
or the comment section.
accountability?
And you should know that if you ain't the one I'm talking about, why are you getting offended by it? Everybody knows that I'm talking about the people who out here cutting up. I'm talking about the ones who selling drugs to their own brothers and sisters, shooting and killing every day.
Right,
ones who
Navi.
get paid millions and millions of dollars
Certified
instead of inspiring the next
Nabisco
generation. They're
news.
putting you down and telling you
I
you're never
like
gonna beat
that.
them because the white man is better than you. Those are the ones I'm talking about. So if the shoe fit,
Who
wear it.
says
If
the
it don't,
white
then chill
man
out.
is better
Officer
than
Tatum,
anybody
you were a
ever?
former cop that
We
really
say
laughed
there's a
at a black
system
woman
of white
getting unalived by
supremacy.
police. Sonia Massey, the one that called 911 for help, and she lost her
Yeah,
life.
Sonia Massey.
And after the cop was found guilty, as the creator was trying to show you, you laughed at it. You put LOL. You laughed at a black woman. Like, and also, your whole content is just making anti-black. You post all negative things about black people. You don't post any positive things about black people. I've never seen you hold
Never.
racist white people accountable, which is fine. You can post whatever you
Yeah,
want. It's your
you
channel.
talking
I
about
never
it's
see
only
you
against
talk
the
about the
bad
white
black.
constitution.
When have
I
you
never
ever
see you
had
post
a
white people
post
doing the bad
about
things.
good black
I never
people?
see you do none of that. And you defend racist white people, saying racist slurs about black people. You defend a black person losing their life unarmed by the police. George Floyd, Sonia Massey, Breonna Taylor, Trayvon Martin. And you even on your YouTube channel, you even was saying a black man was at the fault for defending himself. The 2 white boys that was making a YouTube prank trying to ring this doorbell, banging on his door, and trying to break into his house prank. And you said the black man was in the fault, and you said if the roles reversed, you made it a reverse racism. Like, you're not allowed to defend your home, no matter what color you are. And also kind of saying this, Officer Tatum, you said you wouldn't even cry if your child passed away.
I would never cry for my wife.
Really?
I just wouldn't.
What if your kid died?
That's a different thing. I mean, I would try not to cry in front of my wife if my kid died.
What? What, bro? What the fuck are you talking about?
But then you cried
He
over
was crying over
supremacist
Charlie
Nazi
Kirk,
podcaster,
right?
Charlie Kirk.
Wasn't he crying over
So let me get this
Charlie
straight.
Kirk?
You say you wouldn't cry if your child passed away. You would laugh at a black woman losing her life by the police, unarmed. But you'll cry over Charlie Kirk? That's why we criticize the content you make.
Exactly.
You're
You
biased.
wouldn't cry over your
Make it make
wife,
sense, bro.
but
Now, I'm not
you
saying there's
was
nothing wrong with black
crying
people
over
accountable, but
Charlie
you are
Kirk.
biased. And there's times where a few
Nigga,
racist white folks call me racist slurs in my DMs, and I see them share your post.
Oh,
You
wait
don't realize
till I
all this
get on
you have
my
a lot of
nigga
racist audience that
please
follows you.
things
There's a
up
difference
on
between
here.
holding black people accountable versus pandering to racists, defending racists. Only want to show negative parts about black people, not positive. Because when you show positive about black people, you know your audience going to switch up on you.
They gave that nigga a hat and a pair of Jordans. That's how they paid that nigga. They was like, here, fucking Detective Tatum, don't you like Jordans? And they tied that shit to the back of a pickup truck and had that nigga chasing. That nigga was running on all fours to get them Jordans. Fuck out of here, Officer Tate. I'm about to ask my man, because his last name is Tatum too. I'm going to ask him, like, nigga, is you related to this nigga? I got to call my man. Matter of fact, I ain't called that nigga in a minute. That's right, Miss April Showers. They paid his ass good money. He's getting good trouble. He's getting good monies for good troubles. What? Yeah, he's getting good monies for good trouble. Here's unpoetic Flacco coming to terms. Everybody who's saying
So
we was
what
crazy
was the purpose
is
of them?
now starting to say,
What was the
y'all
purpose
niggas
of
is
them
right.
calling then? If they're in the middle of, but the
That nigga
grandfather
started
is.
stuttering,
So
and they
what
like,
was
whoop,
the
whoop.
purpose of them? What was the purpose of them calling then?
This nigga built
If
like
they're
his
in the
mama,
middle
too.
of an active emergency, the grandfather is not on the island. The grandfather is not there.
At
They
all.
told the grandfather what's going on. The grandfather says, man, y'all better not bring any authorities over there. So then what was the purpose of this call? Why were they on the phone for so long, quote unquote, asking for help, but not answering any questions to get them help? But the grandfather is talking to the actual people, and they said, man, like, don't need help, bro. Like, you good. That's not strange to y'all? You don't want the answers to
Very
that?
strange.
See, they've done multiple interviews, and they've answered every question in the book about Nolan's race, about the parents, about Benjamin Crump, but they don't answer the pivotal question, which is, why is everything so sketchy and sus and strange when it comes to you guys? Why can't y'all just give us straight-up answers? Y'all ain't answering questions about this, though, but y'all gonna answer questions about, well, did you know Nolan Wells was 25% Asian? What does that matter? Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, bruh. What do you guys think about this, man? All right? If you find it sketchy, let me know, okay, man? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on
Everybody
this video
who
right here
find this
somewhere on my
hella
screen,
sketchy,
somewhere
put
here,
a one in the chat.
or here, somewhere on my screen to find out why YG could do life in prison. Could, like, literally spend the rest of his life in prison after Draco the Ruler's security guards statement under subpoena. I'm going to see you guys in this YG and Draco the Ruler video.
Nigga, we don't care about YG.
Out of here, folks. Peace.
What is you talking about, nigga? Well, there you have it. Even unpoetic Flacco knows the truth. Now, Epstein Island already is shut down. Epstein Island has been gated off. They tearing the house up now. That's on Epstein Island. That house, they couldn't have took them to no Epstein Island. Epstein Island is in goddamn Jamaica. Let me get my good brother Willie D, because we want to get through this and get that over with. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because there's other stuff we got to get to, baby. We got to get to these tethers. Tethers getting deported. Hold on. Hold on, family. It's getting hot in kerosene. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's get to the new reality. What you mean, how I know? They ain't told us they took him to no Epstein Island. Epstein Island ain't even over there. Epstein Island is in Bermuda. Goddamn, Bronze, come on. You got to make that funny with what you're saying. Because that didn't happen. Nobody told us nothing about no Epstein Island. Crew, what it do? Yo, your power's still out? Of course, April shot. The GPS tells it all. That's why I ain't even listening to nothing they say. The GPS says that boat went after it got so-called back from Horn Island, which it documents them coming back. It also documents that the boat is taken on a trailer, driven across land, and less than an hour as it gets to another dock, it's back in the water. Now, I'm not a ship nigga. I don't own a boat. If there's a nigga in here who has a ship, come forward and tell me about how they go about with a damn boat. Because I don't think if you so-called had a boat that was unworthy of being in the goddamn water, why would you take it back out to the water within an hour and then go back up to Horn Island? For what? You're out there for another 2 hours till 4 a.m., which you return back to your original dock. You don't go back to the dock that they brought you to and you got back in the water an hour after and met with another boat. You go back to the original goddamn docking. The GPS says it all. Only a crazy nigga can't see that. Oh, Rashalan, you probably heard that when you was talking to Shabaka through his tin cans. When he was going through his when he was talking to you through his macro cans. You like, God damn it, Bronze Reaper, they took him. I'm trying to get that nigga voice, but that nigga, it's hard to get that nigga voice. It may possibly. It may possibly. Here go our good brother Willie D showing why
white
we
man
don't
knows
trust
he can't trust
no
you.
Officer Tater.
If your own people can't trust you, the white man knows he can't trust you. White man knows he can't trust you.
Muhammad.
If your own people can't trust you, the white man knows he can't trust you. So your job is a temporary job. We see you, nigga. We see you.
That's right, nigga. Shout out to Khalid Muhammad. We see you, nigga.
First off, salute to the great incomparable.
Shout out to our good brother Khalid Muhammad. We see you, nigga. That's why I loved Khalid Muhammad. Of all the FOI niggas, I loved Khalid Muhammad. When I first met him, boy, I thought he was gonna be like scary, like, cause you know, you get this image of him from the white people, but then when you meet that brother for real, what's good, brother? He was calm, collective. I think this is like 93, 94 before he passed. I had met that brother, saw that brother, was thinking like, yeah, he might start yelling like, nigga, what is you? But nah, that brother was cool. I wonder, I might got that video still in storage. I got to go check my storage because I got a whole bunch of videos. Damn, crew. That's crazy, bro. Don't give these niggas no power. Them niggas got Pikachu chained up down there. They be whooping on them. Mr. Pikachu, you are not to send power to those niggas' house. Pikachu. They down there, they beating Pikachu with Pikachu is the damn power source. And they down there beating them with bamboo sticks like they get beat by the Chinese and shit. They down there beating Pikachu. This nigga won't stop giving out power. This nigga, every time I say, nigga, don't you nigga give out no power to those niggas down there in the projects. They always talk about the project. Nigga, the projects is better than a slum. I just showed y'all that woman in her house in Africa and all that goddamn mud and the babies sitting in there trying to play. And it's all this water and mud in their damn hut. Stop playing with me, nigga. Stop. And to all my Haitian niggas, ça passe, man. Ça passe. It's going down. We warned you, Haitian niggas. Stop talking crazy to us. Stop talking shit. See how when all y'all people are having to do shit by yourself, nobody can help you. You see how those Black American children in the projects, I don't know what projects, if y'all saw that video where the little niggas was throwing water on the ICE agents. But y'all little niggas need to sit to the side because y'all don't seem to understand these people y'all protecting, y'all think they're going to be your friend. But these people grow into the system of white supremacy. Ah, damn. That's fucked up. I feel you, crew. That's crazy. I got solar panels on my house and I got generators. And I'll be using them once in a while. Like sometimes I'll just use my solar. I get paid back. Sometimes I produce so much energy for solar that it goes over to the goddamn Dominion. Dominion take that extra energy that I'm producing and then they pay me for it. So some months I don't have an electric bill at all. Sometimes I actually get a check back from Dominion Dominion Energy. That's our electric company out here in Virginia, Dominion. So sometimes I'll get a check back from Dominion. So, and that's with all these goddamn data centers they starting to build out here. But Haitians, particularly the tethers, I'm not talking about regular Haitians. I'm talking about the tethers. Your time has come. Because I feel sad for regular Haitian people. And I feel like they get in the brunt because of all of what the tethers did. Let's go.
CBS News is reporting that ICE is preparing to ramp up arrests and deportations of Haitian migrants as their temporary protected status is set to expire.
They about to just focus
reporting
on y'all.
That ICE,
They
CBS
like,
News
y'all
is reporting
niggas
that ICE is preparing to ramp up arrests and deportations of Haitian migrants as their temporary protected status is set to expire. According to CBS News, internal documents and agency sources say ICE could target Haitian communities in Ohio, including Springfield, with operations possibly starting as soon as this week. More than 300,000 Haitians are set to lose their legal status after the Supreme Court sided last month with the Trump administration to end the temporary protected status program for Haitians and Syrians. The Department of Homeland Security tells CBS News that it does not discuss, quote, ongoing or future operations, but says those losing status should consider self-deporting.
Let me say to my Haitian brothers and sisters, if you're not a tether, let me say this to y'all who might be on TPS. It's better to self-deport right now. You also get a $2,600 check. Second, you might be eligible to come back over here. Make sure you get all your paperwork and your documents together. You know, you can take that $2,600 check and go somewhere else and stay for a little bit and get your paperwork in order, and maybe you could come back. Because I'm not hating on y'all. I'm not kicking on y'all. I know y'all don't got the spirit of 1804, but I'm just trying to say, I don't kick down on you motherfuckers. I kick down on the tethers. The regular immigrant people, yeah, whatever, what's going on, but you still gonna have to figure that shit out on your own. And if you've been here for 20, 10, 15, 30 years, nigga, you should have already got that shit in check. You shouldn't be looking for us to get out in the streets and go crazy for you. When you've been sitting over here, you've been leisurely just walking around eating your goddamn French desserts and all this dumb shit and eating up the cats and eating up the dogs and all and the ducks and dogs and whatever the hell else. Had you got your shit right, yeah. But also, y'all a problem. Niggas' cats is going missing. Don't blame just barbecue. Y'all niggas are the scions of barbecue. And now y'all scared to go back how y'all was living like that before you fled over here. You cowardly niggas. You didn't even, y'all like became cowards, the niggas in Haiti. Y'all don't fight. The niggas who stayed in Haiti and couldn't get over, that's the riders. The rest of them niggas who fled on that TPS, all you niggas is cowards. Project Leroy, what it do? Oh yeah, if ICE catch you, nigga, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, you know? I particularly feel sad for the women, younger children that might gotta go to some fucking filthy ass place they ain't never seen. Blame your mama and blame your daddy. Cause they should have got their shit together. See how y'all learning that you don't get your shit together, this country will take advantage of you and punish you?
Hundreds of thousands of Haitians are waking up today to a new reality. Temporary protected status, or TPS, has officially expired after the Supreme Court cleared the way for the Trump administration to end that program. That means that roughly 350,000 Haitians who relied on those protections could now face deportation if they don't have another legal status. And nowhere is expected to feel that impact more than here in Florida, where more than half of all Haitian TPS holders live, with large populations also in New York, Massachusetts, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Georgia, and Indiana. Now, TPS was first granted to Haitians after the devastating 2010 earthquake. It allowed people already in the U.S. to legally live and work here while Haiti recovered. Nigga. Those protections were extended several times over the years, but the Trump administration argued that TPS was never meant to be permanent. Borders Rock Tom Homan is defending the administration's stance, saying conditions in Haiti have improved enough to end that program. But the State Department still advises Americans not to travel there because of widespread gang violence, kidnappings, and political instability. Now, advocates argue that Haiti still qualifies for temporary protected status and warn that ending it could separate families and disrupt industries that rely on Haitian workers. Meanwhile, Haitian officials tell the Miami Herald they've been asked by U.S. authorities to prepare for 2 deportation flights a week as those protections officially expire.
That's a cap. If y'all know about our last show we did, like last month, we were showing how I went through a bunch of videos of Haitian people beating on the elderly, beating on these Nabiscos too. But I was very upset with them beating on foundational Black American older people. That's right, Project Leroy, that's long enough. That is long enough. Me and Navi was just talking about all this shit the other night. Shout out to the lovely Navi. Get more tether mayhem and more craziness. That's right. Project Leroy is 100% accurate. 16 years is long enough, nigga. Who comes over and know they on temporary status and start having children? It's the wildest shit I ever heard, family. Wildest shit. Truth teller, but they calling me a liar. Foundational black walking straight through the fire. I seen them snakes in, I seen them shed skin. They're banging on the gates of hell, then let them in. That's what we let. We be like that. All right, tethers. Come on, nigga, you're banging on the gates of hell. We'll let you in, but you on your own. Y'all mad at the truth tellers. Foundational black Americans are the truth tellers of America. This is why we're able to speak on what we speak. We're the only ones that keep this damn country afloat because we're the only truth tellers. And we've been walking through the fire, my nigga. We done walked through the fires of Jim Crow, the fires of redlining, the fires of fucking anything prison 2.0 pipeline. We walked through every goddamn fire. And we don't say we don't come out unscathed because that would be a lie. But we come out bigger, better, and brighter every time we go through this goddamn fire, this torment, this treachery. You niggas is our new treachery. All you tethers and people that our ancestors fought for you to get over here. The minute you get over here, you start talking about shit about us. Like, nigga, the white man don't like you, nigga. They like us better than you, nigga. Supper said. Fuck you. Stolen ancestors in the house. What it do, beloved? What it do, stolen ancestors? Y'all, here, look, listen to this tether right here. That's why I don't like tethers. This is the exact reason I don't like tethers. I don't like your tether nose, your tether hairline, your tether clothing. I don't like none of it, nigga.
The FBA to me seems like the slave master's Doberman, the slave master's Pitbull, the slave master's hunting dog.
But guess what we not? We not the slave master's bitch. Not like y'all.
That's right.
We didn't pay the
no
slave
bitch.
Master. We didn't pay them like y'all did.
Right.
We didn't do what your boy Pierre did for Haiti, the Shah Haitian ruler. He paid the slave master. So you can say all of that, bro, but guess what? We not the slave master's bitch. Haitians are. Because we never did this.
We ain't nobody.
So y'all did all of that, kissing white ass, and you're mad. So we could be the pit bull, we could be the Doberman, we all that shit that you said, but we're not their bitch. Not like y'all.
For sure. Word up. Y'all niggas talking shit about us. You niggas are the white mans. You the white man's pets, nigga. No, nigga, you the one that's the pet. You the one get over here. Don't even look us in the eye when you in the store. Don't even say what's up. Your kids be trying to talk to me, but you will walk by, act like you don't see me. Fuck you with your big fucking diamond-shaped heads and your goddamn topaz-shaped heads, nigga. I don't got no love for you niggas. I feel ashamed for your children because the babies be looking. They see somebody look like their father. The babies just be trying to be nice, but you be sitting there, oh, don't bother him. Don't bother him. Who said he was bothering them? I stop for children the same way all the Nabiscos stop for dogs. Y'all like, what? Yeah. See, I don't really give a damn. Dogs come up to me naturally because the dog can feel my energy. It'd be white people like, I've never seen this before. She doesn't normally go up to people she don't know. Bitch, your dog can feel my energy. That's why your dog was looking at me and was trying to get out the cage when it saw me. I mean, get out the goddamn shopping cart when it saw me. It's like, this is my type of nigga right here. Asian bitch. She don't never like people that she don't know, bitch. She know me. Fuck is you talking about? I don't got no treats in my pockets like the white people. The white people always got dog treats and shit. I don't have no dog treat. Your dog might get a Cheeto from me. Can he have a Cheeto? I be like, nigga, can he have a Cheeto? I got some Cheetos in my pocket. I'm even giving dogs pretzels. If the owner says okay, I give it to the owner. You out here talking crazy. I think this was what Crew sent me. Crew did. Yo, shout out to Crew Royalty. Crew in the house. Crew sent me this of these crazy looking. I don't know what type of niggas these is. Crew, if you can in the chat, Crew, put down what type of nigga this is.
Hey, can I say something, bro? Can I talk to bro? Hey. How you doing, brother?
How you doing, buddy? All good?
Yes, sir. Quick question. So I appreciate what you do. Oh, okay. Not do that. All right. Quick thing. If you could change one thing about black culture, what would it be?
If I could change one thing about black culture?
Just one thing. You have absolute veto power, and you can change one thing about black culture, what would it be?
The assumption that we have one. I would change that assumption. We don't have one. There's no black culture.
So what are we doing? What are these habits and these things that we picked up? And I can walk with you.
Just like you said,
I don't want to slow you down.
It's things that we picked up. It's not a real culture. When you have a culture, you gotta have a language, you gotta have a dress, a garb, you have to have traditions and customs that you actually keep up for generations. We don't have no culture. We got a lot of people that like to do the same thing, but that's not a culture. That's why people come over from Liberia and they're able to say, we don't have one. You see them group up in Gwinnett County. Right. You see people coming down from Asia, they can stick together, something happen, they get an Asian hate crime bill.
Right.
Black people can get a dance, a cookout, they can celebrate an independence, they don't have nothing to do with them, but then you speak to them in the language, they speak in Anglo-Saxon. You speak to them in the language, they speak in English, something that don't belong to them naturally for one, and nationality-wise for another situation. You see what I'm saying? So it would be the assumption that there is a black culture needs to go.
Okay, so then one more question.
Go ahead.
So then how do we unlearn some of these unhealthy habits? Because that's what it sounds like. If it's not a culture, it got to be an unhealthy habit.
Well, whoever would answer that question would be the one who would have something to give them in exchange for whatever it would be that they would be unlearning. And a lot of people that talk about it, including myself, we don't have a nation to give people. But Dr. Melikazi York does. You see, and he has a language to give people. He has a doctrine to give people. He has a culture to give people. Make sense?
It makes sense.
All right.
And I'm going to say this and I'm going to walk away. Give me one book I need to pick up. One book I need to pick up.
One book you need to pick up?
Yes, sir.
As far as what? What are you looking for?
This truth and I guess not vision, but something that will allow me to want to pick up some more books, if that makes sense. Something that'll wake me up just enough while I want to taste everything that's on the plate.
The Holy Tablets by Dr. York. The Holy Tablets, because it has everything in it, from Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, social studies, world history, all over. The Holy Tablets by Dr. York. You can find it anywhere. Or go to PDF, Scribd, SCRIBD. Go there, they should have it for free. They're called it the Reptilian Disclosure Project. Yeah.
I appreciate your time, bro.
For sure. What's your name, brother?
My name is Butler. I'm on line with Best Day of My Life, man.
Good to meet you, Butler.
Hey, man, I appreciate your... Oh, man, I know who you is. I like your... I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
You as well.
All right, bro.
You gay white supremacists really crack me up. Let's go! Robert the Brute. You gay white supremacists really crack me up. Let's go! Robert the Brute. Who? Robert the Brute. Oh. Robert the Brute. Being weird.
Touching little kids after curfew.
Allegedly.
Ooh.
You look like you got skin cancer. You resemble a homosexual exotic dancer. You resemble a bootleg movie actor. You resemble a gay Vegas backup dancer.
You and Chud super connected in the butt. Pretty like kings, but your throne's full of rust. Talking like wolves, but you both just mud. You and Chud act like twins on the news. You and Chud always singing the same tune. Your wife looks like she loves black dick. Of course she'll lie to you and won't really admit it, but trust me, she's with it. Yeah.
How many sunburns
Have you had in your lifetime? How many tall tales did you write in your lifetime? Talking shit online, I can tell you ain't in your right mind. Delusional ass white boy. Prostitutional ass white boy. You and Chubby bending over in a clan meeting. Don't you? Booty hole taking a beating. I caught you. You and Chubby bending over in a clan meeting. Don't you? Booty hole taking a beating. I caught you. Caught you.
Tonight, a Miami-based Secret Service agent now has a mugshot and was pulled from his elite law enforcement job. A mugshot and was pulled from his elite law enforcement job. Accused of unleashing days of severe beatings in an alleged fraternity hazing ritual linked to an alumni chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi that left 2 unnamed victims so bloodied that extensive skin grafts and critical emergency care were required. Today in a Florida court,
it's charging you with attempted manslaughter with a deadly weapon.
29-year-old Marquez Pinder appeared by video, ordered to have no contact with victims or the fraternity.
Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Pinder and 2 other men face felony charges. According to an arrest warrant, the first of several April hazing incidents happened at Pinder's Miami apartment. An affidavit states 2 victims were struck repeatedly on their buttocks with paddles and canes. 1 man bled through his underwear and pants. The lacerations so severe that substantial portions of skin and soft tissue was surgically removed. 1 victim was intubated to prevent further physical deterioration and death. The national fraternity said Kappa Alpha Psi is a non-hazing fraternity and said the suspects are not active or financial members. The Secret Service says Pinder has been an agent for fewer than 3 years and was removed from duty on leave. The judge ordered house arrest, and he's due back in court in September.
Oh, see, I had my shit off for a minute. My bad, y'all. I'm sitting here talking and I'm running my mouth because I'm talking about how when my roommate was under that same goddamn Kappa Alpha Psi, I remember when they beat my roommate Ian. And my roommate Ian, he the nigga that y'all saw, he was a tether running in Colorado with a gun out in the woods. He was a superintendent of a school. That was my roommate. That's my motherfucking roommate. The tether that they caught out there in it was either Utah or Colorado. One of those places. He was running around in the damn woods. That was my damn roommate. That's the nigga that they brought half beaten, half dead to my room. And I'm like, y'all can't just, I looked at the sheets, it was all bloody. I was like, y'all can't leave him in here like this. I remember I called the goddamn, the on-campus police, and I called the Baltimore police. Yeah, they almost killed my roommate. This is Kappa Alpha Psi, the Kappas. The niggas that be with them canes and shit. Kappa! Them niggas out there, them niggas damn near killed the nigga. Yeah, well, you didn't say nothing 5 minutes ago, and you didn't say nothing 3 minutes ago. Don't come giving me a complaint. I was sitting here talking. You could have just said something 3 minutes ago, Navi. And I ain't putting it on you. I'm putting it on anybody could have said, hey, nigga, ain't no sound. Go ahead, our lovely sister Theodore Truth. She about to spit some fire at these tethers.
With all disrespect, shut your bum ass up. You and everybody in your comments.
Hey, hold on. It jumped. Bunch of tethers.
With all disrespect,
and y'all see why we
shut
don't
your
like
bum
the
ass
tethers?
up. You and everybody in your comment section who was giggity gagging with you at this video. It makes you look pathetic when you give this much or any
Straight
kind of
pathetic.
a fuck about what another group of people calls themselves. Why is it your business or your concern what another ethnic group, another group of people calls themselves? I don't give a fuck what none of y'all call yourselves. You can call yourselves Martians. I wouldn't give a shit because it don't affect my life. But for some reason, everybody seems to feel entitled to Black Americans, to the Black American identity. It's like there's a really weird obsession
well, now, Navi, that sounds
with
like
us. Everybody seems to have some level of
attention.
entitlement to us. It's like a worldwide policing. Like everybody in the world seems to have something to say or seems to feel entitled to police Black Americans on some level. And we are the only ethnic group that goes through this. Everybody else can just exist. Everybody else can just enjoy their own culture without having to share it. Everybody else can just enjoy existing without having to explain why they exist or why they are who they are, why they live where they live, why they're from where they're from. They have nobody else has to explain their lineage and give a 10-page thesis on their ethnic identity. Nobody has to share their culture on a worldwide scale and simultaneously not get credit for anything that they've ever done. Nobody else has to do that except us. We're literally the only group of people in the entire world that goes through this. And nobody seems to be able to explain the obsession. I mean, it's literally pathetic.
There you go. Shout out to my lovely sister, Theo, the truth. I'm talking to Theo. I'm over there. I'm trying to get her over here. She be listening to me. She said she be coming in, catching my shit. She love that I be using her videos. She says she loves it. So we trying to get her over here. Love that sister. And it's April showers. You love it? Good Lord. Remember we had that filthy nigga coming here the other day talking about he's a cowboy. Y'all remember that, family? The nigga coming here talking about he's a cowboy. We got another Theodore Truth video. Uh-oh. It's something weird. Hold on. 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 Oh yeah, yeah. We got to talk about that. Okay, crew. Let's contact Theo. That's the sister. Ah! I already knew that. I forgot I had that other video. Hold on. Hold on, yeah. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Ain't that what the nigga on Game of Thrones? The nigga be like, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So we gonna say, nigga, hold on. Hold on, nigga. Hold on. Yo, word up. Remember, that was the most, I hated that part in the Game of Thrones. I hated the Game of Thrones. And they had that nigga saying that all that time, that nigga was saying, hold the door. Hold on. Remember the nigga could only, whatever happened to him, that nigga could only say, hold on. That's what niggas thought. Niggas thought that nigga name was Hodor. And that cracker was saying, hold the door. Check this out. I bet y'all didn't know this. This is what we was talking about, the chicken family. Let's go.
Fried chicken stereotype wasn't created because black people actually love fried chicken. Well, we do, but it was created because black women were getting too much independence. Let me explain. So you first have to understand that during slavery, black people couldn't own large livestock.
Look, here goes,
this is
tether. This is another tether,
well,
y'all.
we do, but it was created because black women were getting too much independence. Let me explain. So you first have to understand that during slavery, black people couldn't own large livestock. Think cows or pigs, but it was created.
We want to get it correct. We want to hear this dude is a tether. You know you a tether if you got an Aeropostale shirt on, nigga.
Created because black people actually
only tethers wear Aeropostale in 2026.
It was created because black women were getting too much independence. Let me explain. So you first have to understand that during slavery, black people couldn't own large livestock, think cows or pigs, but they could own chickens. Because the owners saw them as having low economic value, which was true until the black people got their hands on it. Now, fried chicken was always good, but once enslaved people added the seasoning and battering traditions that came from West Africa, it was now really good.
Stop. Y'all see how they just shoehorn African retention out of nowhere like they can't help themselves? Some do it purposely, some do it subconsciously, and it is disgusting.
This is a damn
facts, no back, and they just said it.
Like fried chicken came from West Africa. I just showed y'all the video of a nigga frying the chicken.
How is that the case for West Africans ain't known
in 2026?
Don't use the same seasonings that we do, never have.
If you frying a whole chicken in 2026,
this is why it's dangerous to
you wasn't breaking up the chicken in goddamn 1826, nigga.
That comes from the
what are y'all talking about?
Which was created by a little head. Our ancestors long built flavor directly from the land, rendered hog lard and salt pork for a rich, smoky base, fresh thyme, sage,
let the Ice King have his way.
And sharp heat from the native chilies like cayenne and berry peppers. Notice where those ingredients come from.
Come from over here.
Peppers, cornmeal dredges, and deep land
knowledge. Don't come from over there.
They come directly from our indigenous roots.
Y'all don't got cornmeal over there.
The understanding of this soil and its resources was already here. By the 1800s, our people were creating a distinct world-class cuisine right here on home soil. We took simple raw materials, rendered fat, native corn, local peppers, and open heart fire, and mastered temperature control and fat extraction to perfect a unique American staple, perfecting our techniques and seasonings over time. When black women in Gordonsville, Virginia built an economic empire selling fried chicken to train passengers, using that money to buy land, build homes, and establish
right out here where I'm at, Gordonsville,
that was pure
Virginia.
indigenous enterprise, culinary mastery, and self-determination under Jim Crow. I'm going to ask again, how do you attribute something that black Americans do to West Africans when they don't even do it in their own homeland? That is crazy. Y'all ain't gonna keep playing in our faces.
They not frying chicken the way we fry chicken right now. So how the fuck did we get that from West Africa? Ain't no cayenne pepper in no goddamn Africa. Is there even paprika? I've never seen an African using paprika. Foundational black Americans is the niggas who made cinnamon toast. Y'all like, wait, what? Yeah, there's a brother. I'm gonna get that story. There's a brother who made cinnamon toast. Africans can't take cinnamon. Y'all like, what? Yeah, Africans, that's like a chemical reaction to Africans. When you put cinnamon around them, that drives them off like roaches. That's why I'm gonna start putting around my table when I go to lunch at work. I'm gonna be putting cinnamon on the ground to keep all the Africans away. The hell is you talking about? Nigga, I just talked about how y'all niggas is frying a whole chicken with the feet. If you ain't frying it with the feet, nigga, then why are you frying it with the feet in 2026, nigga? Black people cut the feet off and make a different meal with that. Y'all keep the whole damn foot on there, nigga. Crew, that part, crew. That part. That part.
Watch this video and let's talk about it.
Do you think there's a direct effect from slavery to how Black Americans are able to live today?
Dare you
No,
people.
I don't. They have a chance to learn. They live in the best country in the world.
Look,
If they
once
now,
again,
I
I
see
want y'all
so many
all-
people
because-
living
hold
off.
on, let me
Watch
get
this video.
back.
Are able to live today?
No, I
Let
don't.
me get this back.
Do you think there's a direct effect from slavery?
Watch this video and let's talk about it.
Do you think there's a direct?
All right. I want y'all to listen to this because once again, the white boy doing the same. He working for white supremacy too. First of all, Black people are not the #1 peoples on EBT, SNAP, or any of that shit. And then you hear this white lady talking like as if we is, even though the white boy checks her. But at the same time, I want to say this because I have a lot of Black people always telling me it's the white man, white man, white man. You forget that the white man came out of a white pussy. The white man came out of a pink pussy. His first goddamn investor in his life, his first teacher in his life is his goddamn mama. So why y'all always trying to act like it's just the white man? No, it's both of them, you goofy niggas. Yeah, beak be all in the damn soup. That's right, crew. Crew, get all cinnamon. They don't like cinnamon. That shit drives them off like roaches. You ever put borax down? That boric acid? The roaches don't come in that area no more. That's how cinnamon is for fucking tether. Fuck out of here. I don't know what you niggas is talking about. Go ahead. But listen to this mean old Cracker Barrel Nabisco wench. And then y'all tell me you still think it's just the white man. The white man get a lot of blame for shit that come from his mama.
Effect from slavery to how Black Americans are able to live today?
No, I don't. They have a chance to learn. They live in the best country in the world.
What?
If they open their eyes and listen.
And then they try to say
instead
that
of
came
just
after slavery.
focusing
No,
on
it
their
didn't
little
come after slavery.
area
It came in
and
World
people
War
that they
II,
hang
nigga.
out with, they
That's
would
when
learn a lot.
welfare
But
come.
from what you said, it sounds like you were
There's
born
no
before the civil
welfare
rights
during
movement.
slavery.
Oh, yeah.
So Black people couldn't buy
No, this
houses
cracker
in your
was
lifetime when you were maybe a
I'm
baby.
well aware of that.
You were 5. So you don't think there's any downstream effect?
Felt oppressed at that time,
Yeah.
but that's what Martin was trying to correct. Right now, I see so many people living off the government handout.
I'm pretty sure welfare use per
handout. We
capita
heard
is
the
higher in red
accent,
states than
bitch.
blue
There's
states.
From white lady.
yes, but there's so many people living off of the government handouts. And that
Your
is not
people.
that much farther
It's
away from
Nabisco.
slavery. They were a slave, they
It's
were given
Nabisco.
housing, food, clothing, medical care.
No,
They asked the
that's
people,
a
asked
cap,
them to work.
bitch.
Yes, there were
That's a
landowners
It's
that were
racism why
violent
we don't have
and mean to
universal
some of them,
healthcare
but
right
there were
now,
others
white
that
bitch.
were humanist.
I'm Dr. Michael H. Ford, and let's talk about what you just saw. A woman just said slavery provided housing, food, clothing, and medical care. That slave owners asked them to work. That some slave owners were humanistic. And that there is no direct effect from slavery to how Black Americans live today. Let's go point by point. Point number 1. The Federal Reserve Bank of Cleveland documents the wealth gap is just as large today
Yeah,
as
they're
it was
on
in
welfare the
1962,
most.
before civil rights legislation passed. Civil rights legislation did not erase the gap. It made it illegal to
Did
deepen
not.
it. Point number 2. According to USDA data, white Americans make up the largest share of SNAP recipients, more than 35%.
Exactly.
And also, note this, enslaved people had no legal
Making
personhood,
goddamn,
no
you
right to
gotta
their
be
own
on
labor,
Snap
no
if
right
you
to their
making
own
tater
children, no
tot
right to
casserole,
freedom of
nigga.
movement. The Equal Justice Initiative documents mortality rates as high as 33% on some slave ships. Enslaved women women received neither prenatal nor postnatal care. They were not asked
That's
to
right,
work. They
Project.
were forced under the threat of violence, torture, and death. Comparing welfare to slavery erases what slavery actually was. Point number 3. The institution of slavery legally permitted owners to beat, to sell, to separate families, and to kill enslaved people with minimal legal consequence. You cannot own a human being humanistically. The ownership itself is the violence. She said if black people would just open their eyes, they would learn a lot. The Federal Reserve opened its eyes. Brookings opened its eyes. Harvard opened its eyes. And every single one of them documented the same thing. A direct, unbroken line from back then to right now. If you want the full story on this topic, I created something for our community. A free, searchable library of Black history, racism, and health equity. Every topic sourced and verified. Visit healingstartswithknowing.com. Healing starts with knowing. Follow for more.
Mic check, mic check. Don't let these people gaslight us. That brother just cooked right there, showing that they make up all the people on that shit that she was talking about. And then she sit there lying. And then the white boy, he was completely wrong talking about that came from slavery. No, bitch. Welfare doesn't arrive till 1941, 1942. That's that part, Project Leroy. Shout out to Project Leroy. Let me pin that up there. Shout out to Project Leroy. Pin that up there. And that's right. They was on the benefits and our grandmothers and all them was cooking for them. That's a fact, Project Leroy. These people like to play in our face. Like we so stupid. Like we can't add, we can't read, we don't learn, we don't know nothing. Bitch, what are you talking about? And I told y'all, this is a lot of them. And it's white women. Y'all don't understand. Some of the most meanest white tea supremacists I come across when I'm at work is old white ladies. Until I prove that I can help they dumb old white ass, then they want to try to be nice. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. You all good, bitch. You got your information. And that's what it is. And I'll just keep it moving. Damn, Restream talking about we done dropped down it. We was up at 11. Now we done so-called dropped down to 2 niggas in the house. Boy. Restream be on some bullshit. Or all you niggas disappeared in 5 seconds. That's what it is. Go ahead, Theo. Theo, go ahead, my beloved sister.
This video on Benzino's, I think
we done so-called dropped in views, we'll be out of here.
This he was doing a reaction and burning the Argentinian flag because of this video of this Argentinian man looking like he's beating some black.
Where everybody at? Y'all all disappeared?
Just as a representation of how much they hate blackness.
Now you see 3 crew, I still see 2. This telling me it's whatever these white supremacists be doing.
Life psychological
they like to create
disorder.
Things to get me out of the paint.
This is not just I don't like somebody because of their color. This is a psychopathic disorder. Like this is a real mental illness.
They know that when I be talking in layman's terms.
How many black people actually live in Argentina?
So that shit.
Probably
they know that them layman's terms be reaching out to people.
This man has had little to no interactions with black people at all. So whatever
Look,
whatever
I'm counting
hatred he
Project
has
Leroy.
been
I see y'all.
purely
I see y'all,
passed
family.
down
I
from
know
one
they
generation to
lying.
the next.
I
It
know
has
they
nothing to
lying.
do with an
Cause I be
everyday
always
interaction
counting
that
y'all
he's
who be
had,
in the
which
chat.
would have
I be like,
created a
this
hatred
don't
towards
add
blacks.
up. If
Maybe,
all these niggas is in
had
the
he
chat,
lived around
then
black
why
people
is
and
it
been
saying there's only
tortured by
2
black people
people
his
in here?
whole life,
That's
then maybe I
restream.
could see
They
why
like, well,
maybe
we'll
he may
start
have a
dropping. This is
disdain
their
for
new
blacks. But
tactic. We'll
this is a
drop his
person who
numbers
more
and
than
make
likely
him
has
feel
had
like
no
nobody's
interactions
watching
with
and we'll
black
get rid of
people,
him.
but yet
This is
has
what they
this level
doing.
of
They want to
disdain for
stop
them.
so many of
This
us from
is a
telling the
real life
truth.
psychopath. This is how serial killers
Nah, I don't got no puff.
joke
I don't
around,
got no weed.
right?
Nah,
So I actually wouldn't be
this
surprised
my
if somebody
Sabbath
like
day.
this has
I
bodies
don't
buried
have
in their
weed today.
backyard or
I'll get
something.
weed tomorrow. I know that crew. Yeah, well, it's telling me it's only 2 niggas in here. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the family. I appreciate y'all. That's why I always be saying we all we fucking got, man. We be sitting up here trying to figure shit out and be like, wait, what's going on? All they do is deceptive shit. That's what the system of white supremacy is about. Deception. Y'all never used to hear me complaining this much. We ain't looking for nothing, nigga. Hold on. They love doing this shit now. They love doing everything. I would be remiss if I would say, like, damn, these niggas ain't trying to get me all the time. I would be remiss because it wasn't like this before. I didn't ever think my fingertips were fat. I'm a skinny guy. Look what they did. My whole screen went white. I don't know what they're doing. I'm telling you, they got an African sitting in there watching my shit. Nigga, we don't like because this nigga is talking in layman's terms. He is reaching out to niggas who would never listen to normally that Tariq Nasheed nigga. This nigga he's making them listen. Y'all be mad. Y'all be mad. We're gonna get some animal shit in here. And then we're gonna get up out of here. White people, since y'all don't like me being in here. I gotta cut up that other Poetic Flacco video. I gotta cut that shit up. Yeah, let's play that too because that damn dude came in here the other day. That damn troll talking about he's a cowboy. Wait, she brought you a brisket burger. Was the brisket burger good? Yeah, see, I had that new Angus cheesesteak with the Kobe Jack cheese crew. That shit was busting. The chicken feet. We cut our chicken feet off, Miss April Showers. Yeah, look, Black, are you still up in here? Come on. Y'all still trying to tell me only 2 niggas is fucking with me. Y'all like, nigga. Nigga, you should go to bed, nigga. These niggas don't want to listen to you, nigga. There's a filthy African in there manipulating everything. I know it's either African or it's a damn Caribbean. Bumba clot. Jamaican ass nigga. Y'all mad because I was talking about how we could never get no curry goat at the Jamaican spot, nigga. We know. Shout out to BDBGP. going to get these songs. I've dropped the link. We're going to get these quick joints dropped. I've dropped the link. Got 3 more stories I want to go through. Let's go. Navi, you would be interested in this. Y'all be aware, family. I've been talking about snakes. Be careful, family.
Before Linda Martin could even make one snip Saturday evening, she was
have to
racing
try
for
that
her
out,
life.
crew.
Oh, God. I went and lifted the bush, and when I did, I saw the rattler.
No warning, not even a rattling
She
sound,
ain't
just
even a
sudden
white-
pain and a
she
burning
ain't even
sensation.
Within 30 to 45 seconds, I started feeling
She
the
ain't
tingling in my
even white,
fingertips,
but she
and then it
ran
moved to
calling
my
a nigga
jaw,
named
my
Grayson.
cheeks, my tongue.
Grayson?
A minute later, she was on the floor of her
these people
Stevenson
wanna be
Ranch
white
home,
so
trying to
bad.
call 911, but her spotty cell signal failed to connect.
Dialed a second time, and it didn't even connect. I dialed a third time, and that's when my husband looked at me and said, just get in the car.
Well,
Within 10 minutes, they
better bring her
arrived at
ass
Henry
back
Mayo
in.
Newhall Hospital ER, where she was given anti-venom. Experts say her story isn't so rare nowadays.
Last year, a little over 400 calls about rattlesnake bites. And so far in the first 6 months of 2026, we've had 250 calls.
Lee Cantrell with California Poison Control says the state is on track to see 20% more rattlesnake bites compared to last
Yeah,
year.
Momo, where's
It's
she
also
gonna
more
be?
fatal. He says venomous snakes cause 5 to 10 deaths annually in the country. But
Where Momo
California
gonna be?
alone has already seen 3 deaths in the first 6 months. He says the weather may be the reason.
This year, we had kind of a warm early spring, so that could have fostered rattlesnakes coming out of hibernation earlier.
He says rattlers don't have good eyesight. When they're hungry and feel warmth nearby, they strike. Unfortunately for Martin, her toe was likely mistaken for prey.
Had my husband not been home and I was here alone, I don't know what would have happened.
She says if this incident has taught her a lesson, it'd be to fight for better cell service in her community, get a landline, and better protect herself.
I was laughing. I'm like, next time I garden, I'm going to do a hazmat suit because I'm so afraid to go. But I'll certainly not be gardening without wearing boots.
You know what it is, y'all. You know. She definitely loved Lucky.
Low battery.
We know, bitch.
Power off.
Wait, hold on, y'all. Let me put my other charger in real quick. Where my let me find my other cord. Hold on, y'all. Get all my shit be in my damn bag. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. Hold on, let me get. Hold on.
And I'm crazy, like I know you know what you got. I'm back, baby. They don't know what they're talking about. Oh yeah, they lying. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? That's right. It's the baby. Yeah. You know what the baby got to say? You know what they saying? You know what they saying, right? And I say, you can side eye all you want. You ain't changing my diapers. If you ain't changing my diapers, you ain't got shit to say. That's right. I'm talking to you, Navi. I'm talking to you, girl. Yeah. we sick of Restream tonight. Let's see. I gotta make it to the weed man. Octopuses ain't trying to take no loss. Watch this. I know what you want. You gonna change my diaper and be like that octopus all on your ass. You gonna change my diaper too. This octopus trying to choke this nigga out.
That octopus trying to kill that nigga. The nigga about to octopus trying to murder the nigga. This nigga like, you before me, nigga. He had to get rid of that nigga.
Dahil pagkalakas mga amigoy.
That octopus was trying to get that nigga like, nah, nigga, you first.
Dahil pagkalaki oh. Grabe kinapitan yung mukha ko, grabing sakit.
Look, he bit this shit. Oh, this nigga vicious. No wonder the octopus like, nigga. He bit the shit out of
it. Thank you, Lord.
Oh,
kahit
no.
nagkapit, okay na. Grabing sakit mga amigoy.
Yeah, that shit got that nigga. That nigga was like, whatever that language is. This nigga almost had death by octopus. Nigga, you almost went out, nigga. Death by octopus. And we're going to leave off with our wonderful sister from Foundational Black American Legacy. I dropped the link. Nobody wanted to come up, so
and don't know who the
Jay,
original cowboys were.
We dropped the link
close,
and you wasn't
because
in
what
here,
they did
goddammit.
Changed history. No, for real. Because most people think of this when they hear the word cowboy. But here's the part that's not talked about. Foundational Black Americans were the first cowboys. Check this out.
You wasn't no cowboy,
Let's
nigga.
talk about how you love to rewrite and cosplay Black Western history. The only real cowboys in this country's origin story were Black.
Look,
Period.
she even be
Full
using
stop.
the gay
No
nigga.
co-authors, Raiders, no shared
She be
credits,
using the gay
no
nigga that I be
multicultural
using.
ensemble. The very term
All right,
cowboy was born in the
racist.
racist mouth of a white overseer, used to describe enslaved black men forced to herd cattle. They didn't call them cowmen because whiteness had to
Okay,
keep the
racist.
insult intact, even when it relied on the black genius to
I
survive.
told you that
So
nigga
while
had
white
a black
America was fumbling
boyfriend
with
too.
buckles and bad hygiene, black men were mastering horses, inventing roping techniques, designing saddles, and controlling massive cattle operations from Texas to the Carolinas. They were the ranchers, the riders, the wranglers. The entire infrastructure of the Wild West was rooted in black skill, labor, and innovation. But what did whiteness do, as always? It waited, watched, stole, then it renamed. Hollywood rolled in centuries later, scrubbed every black face from the saddle, and called the lie history.
Black people should be living like that nigga
Gollum,
Gollum.
into John Wayne
Like that nigga under the
Pale,
cave.
violent, and
With
utterly
that ring.
fake.
When that
They
nigga was like,
deleted Nat
"Thief!"
Love. They buried Bill Pickett. They erased Isom Dart. Now your local Walmart sells polyester yeehaw costumes to white kids who think being a cowboy is beer, guns, and belt buckles. The cowboy is a black legacy that this country defiled and then gentrified. And the only thing more pathetic than a white cowboy fantasy is how terrified America is of saying the truth. The Wild Wild West was black. White Americans didn't inherit cowboy culture. They made it dirty and looted its originality for cosplay. The hat? Black men. The lasso? Black men. Cattle drives? Black men. White men couldn't ride until black cowboys showed them how. And even then,
we
they
were the
couldn't ride
progenitors
without
of
lying to
everything.
themselves. When
We
you see
are the
another white dude in
forebearers.
spurs and a straw hat talking about ranch life, remember this: he's not a cowboy. He's a costume. The real riders were black men, riding through hell, shackled by slavery, but still mastering land, livestock, and life itself. And that truth, they can't lasso it, they can't bury it, and they damn sure can't ride it. Black cowboys were the West. Not beside it, not under it, they were it.
These black men endured being called boy, regardless of their age, for many, many years. Now, the whole American West is known for its cowboy culture. The next time you see a cowboy, remember who the original cowboys were and what they endured that made being a cowboy cool. It's up to us now to start waking up to the truth. Share this with somebody so we can spread the truth.
Yeehaw, nigga. That's right, nigga. Only niggas could come up with the word yeehaw. That's black vernacular right here. Yeehaw, nigga. Ride that horse, boy. Don't let the horse ride you. Now, you know that's black vernacular. The hell are they talking about? I appreciate all the family in here, crew royalty, the lovely goddess Navi, stolen ancestors, Project Leroy, Claude Zandam. You know what it is. I appreciate all y'all for coming through the block. We won't have one tomorrow, but we'll be back for the Thursday drop. Yeah, Bass Reeves. Yeah, he's Matt Dillon. You got niggas out here arguing over the Odyssey. Ain't nobody was around when the Odyssey happened, which is a myth. Remember when Neely Fuller Jr. said they would take their myth and their folklore and turn it into history? You got white people arguing about the Odyssey like the Odyssey was real. If you don't get the fuck out of here, nigga, ain't no such thing as a golden fleece, nigga. You dumbass niggas. Crazy ass. I believe Bass Reeves was the Lone Ranger. Crew, if I'm correct. Hey, Siri, who is the Lone Ranger?
Okay, I found this on the web for who is the home loan rate.
No, I didn't ask you that, bitch. I said, who was the lone, hey, Siri. I said, who was the Lone Ranger? Was it Bass Reeves?
Here's an answer from howstuffworks.com.
Yeah, it was Bass Reeves. Yeah. Right now, we looking at it. Bass Reeves was known as the Lone Ranger. Yeah, Bass Reeves. Bass Reeves, baddest marshal in the Old West. Original Lone Ranger. Look at that nigga mustache. All white niggas want to have that mustache now. My brother had that mustache. Y'all don't get the fuck on. Trying to steal everything. He stood 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighed 180 pounds, and could reportedly whoop 2 men at a time with his bare hands. He was quick on the draw, and he was deadly accurate with his Winchester rifle. That's black nigga shit right there. That's a nigga. That's a nigga. And capable of taking down a running target at a quarter mile. That is black shit at its finest. Yeah, Bass is who the Lone Ranger is. Yeah, they had a. I told you they play like the Little Mermaid is real. Under the sea, and they had a Caribbean nigga as the crab. Perfect for me, like there were no regular American crabs in America. And this nigga was already red. What crabs is already red unless they've been cooked in a pot? That was important that my nigga could beat down 2 niggas at one time with his bare hands. Remember I said that in my broadcast, black people can beat up white people with just 2 hands. We could dominate them. We could dominate them, family. That's right. We are and have always been everything that America is about. You know what it is, family. Miss April Showers. Only one Miss J. You know what it is, family. Young Riaz. Crew Royalty. Twidwear. Black RU 365. Shout out to the people who came in new. I think there was a sister named Renee. She came through. I appreciate all y'all. I'm gonna take off tomorrow. We'll be back in here on Thursday. Nothing but love for the family. Trying to make sure I don't miss nobody. But if I missed you, you know I love you. I rock with you big time. Our brother Pilot Jay, we got him his goddamn wrench today. Project Leroy, Claudia Damn, Maxwell Wheezy. I know he be listening out there. Y'all know what it is. Y'all have a great one, family. It's your boy Breeze Omega. Yeah. Word up. Thank you, crew. Appreciate all the family. Jesse was in, Jesse Paris. Lady Che probably watching from the bushes. Shout out to Shabaka, Gen Imp. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Gen Imp. Gen Imp, whatever, Gen Imp 1. You know what it is, y'all. We will be back in here tomorrow. You know what it is. I got nothing but love for y'all. This been your boy Breeze Omega, that's Breeze, man. Crew, I'm gonna send you my number. I keep forgetting to send it to you. I'll send it to you tonight. We gonna get this shit popping. You already got my email, my nigga. Y'all know what it is. Y'all stay blessed up, pressed up, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Breeze Omega, just Breeze, and we out. Much love.
Yeah. Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork rinds, grits, and gravy. Pork rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord, save me.
I said Thursday, Navi. I already said that. I said that. I'll see y'all on Thursday. I won't see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great one. Until then, see y'all on Thursday, man. Much love to y'all.
Pass me the hot sauce. Uncle Ben got a shotgun, double barrel. You won't pay the price. Living in the country living the life. New York City's my wife, downtown's my mistress. I love fried eggs, ham and biscuits, and cutlets drop. Cadillac convertibles, Lincolns. We cut off the top, the block. We run the streets. We set up shop. We saw gravy, grits and pork chops. We on top, hops and barley, man. We see purple like Barney, man. It's funny how on farms there's pigs and chickens, and the streets got pigs and chickens. I ain't saying nothing wrong about cops and women, but if the shoe fits, wear it, y'all. You know the doggone bar, he ain't even scared of y'all. I'ma keep walking, I ain't scared to fall. When I know most of y'all scared to crawl. With the strength of a giant might scale a wall. Singing Negro hymns like Mahalia, y'all. Your rise, grits and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord, save me. By the way, give a little
I did not say tomorrow. I said I'm taking off tomorrow.
They went flipping the bird, you know, but I did it all with a banjo, straw hat, overalls, and a pair of sandals. Smoking Winston lights, Salems and Camels. Yelling, hurry up, boy, load up my ammo. Orange hat, jumpsuit, color of camel. 4-wheel, see if you can.
I did not say tomorrow. I said I'm taking off tomorrow. I'll see you on Thursday. Chirping. Grits and gravy, I have a fit like a baby.
Might even come around and have to pick a lady and take her somewhere that's shady, but not under poplar trees and strange fruit. Broader the civil rights.
They was talking about me.
That's why I'm trying to find the truth.
Now you don't know what she's talking about.
Come up and spit in the booth, eat it up.
She don't know what she's talking about. She loves to always try to smash down on me. But she wrong. She wrong. And the universe knows.
Grits and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord, save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork rinds, grits and gravy. Pork rinds, grits and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord, save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork rinds, grits and gravy.
God, the dead has